Hey guys, it's Joseph from healthyveganlife.com, and today I want to give you 10 reasons why you might want to give up dairy products. I know that a lot of people think that dairy is actually very healthy for them, and so I want to provide you some alternative insights that might make you change your mind on that. Reason number one is dairy foods make you pee out your bones. Osteoporosis is most common in countries where people eat the most dairy foods. Dairy is very acid forming in the body, but the human body wants the pH level to be balanced and so not acid. So in order to get a balanced pH level again, your body uses alkaline minerals from the bones, like calcium. So even though dairy oftentimes contains a lot of calcium, it actually makes you lose calcium from your bones because your body needs to get rid of that acidity in the body when you eat those foods. Reason number two is dairy promotes cancer growth by increasing a growth hormone called IGF-1, which stands for insulin-like growth factor. IGF-1 is needed in the body because it manages the rate at which cells reproduce themselves and old ones get discarded. However, when we consume foods that increase our IGF-1 levels, cells grow too quickly and old ones don't get removed, which is a process that is perfect for growing tumours. Reason number three, animal foods of all kinds, so dairy foods as well, are very high in fat content. Like cheese has 70% of its calories coming from fat. Full fat milk has about 50%, and even skimmed milk that is 2%, supposedly 2% fat, actually has 32% of its calories still coming from fat, which is a lot. The fat that you eat is the fat that you wear, and so eating a lot of these foods confuses your satiation, confuses your body, and it makes you eat more and more and more without getting fully satiated, and this eating more fat than you actually need will make you gain weight. Reason number four, dairy causes a whole range of autoimmune diseases and food allergies. Really, the list goes on, but a few of the most well-known issues that it causes are multiple sclerosis, GERD, chronic constipation, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, asthma, rheumatoid arthritis, eczema, acne, and atherosclerosis. Reason number five, dairy is filled with microbes. It is the number one food that gets called back the most often because it is contaminated with some kind of disease, with some kind of microbe. So some of the things that you might have heard of are E. coli, salmonella, what else do we have? Listeria, but also leukemia and AIDS are oftentimes found in dairy. So, yeah. Reason number six is that it's plain weird. Seriously, if I would still drink my mother's breast milk as a grown human adult, you would think that that's disgusting and gross and super weird. But for some reason, if I would do the same, only with a different species, if I would drink cow's milk, it's totally normal and acceptable in our society, which is just strange, to say the least. Reason number seven, as rich as it is in toxins, it's very low in nutrients. People oftentimes think that we need dairy for calcium, for instance, but I've just talked about how calcium actually gets extracted from your bones when you consume dairy foods. Other than calcium, dairy really doesn't have that much nutrients at all. It's very lacking in vitamins, minerals, it doesn't have phytonutrients, it doesn't have any fiber, and we need all those things, and they come together in a beautiful package into our bodies when we eat plant foods. And the more dairy foods you eat, the less plant foods you're probably going to end up eating. So, reason number 8. Animals live in horrible conditions to provide us with their milk. The calves, they get taken away from their mothers within hours after being born. Cows get constantly impregnated with only a little bit of rest in between pregnancies, which is very, very unhealthy for them. And they live up to 6 years of age instead of the 20 years of age they could reach if living in a natural, healthy environment. Most cows spend their entire lives indoors on concrete. Also, their udders are constantly swollen and painful because of the milking machines. They are very damaging. Very sad. Reason number 9. We are running out of water. You wouldn't say so because the Earth's surface is very rich in water. However, the amount of water that we can use of that water is very, very small. We are spending a whole lot on feeding animals that we will feed ourselves in turn. These water reservoirs, they are drying up and there's no more after that. So we are in a very serious situation with our water. And it would help a lot if we would stop putting our water into animals that need not be there. Reason number 10. We have a limited amount of resources. We have a limited amount of species on this earth that we can grow food on. However, because we are using grains to feed animals to provide food for us, we don't have enough. We don't have enough to feed everyone. If we were all to live and eat the way that we do in the Western world, we'd need 10 Earths. And I don't know where we're going to find all those Earths. So those were my 10 reasons to maybe quit eating dairy, like right away. And if you find it difficult to do this, then I will make other videos about this. But there's videos about how to go vegan. So if you want to, don't hold back. Going to be awesome. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like it and to share it with people possibly, and to subscribe to my channel because I will make sure to make a video every week and put it up here for your viewing pleasure. That sounds weird. So yes, I will see you guys next week. Bye! This is a very difficult subject to talk about. Good grief, it's like I'm doing a presentation in university all over again. I thought those days were over, but no. And I've brought it all upon myself too. It's my own fault. Reason number 1 is pee. Reason number 1 is pee.